shows of Chanel have become a new kind of high art. The shows of Chanel, or in many ways of Karl Lagerfeld, are cinematic and theatrical, and made spectacular by showcasing fashion collections in elaborate sets that are highly refined, with specially commissioned art installations and a crazy amount of detail. Earlier this year, Chanel's space station featured a huge rocket that actually took off. Another show took an Arctic theme, featuring huge blocks of ice imported from northern Sweden that slowly melted into a shallow pool over the runway. There was the Chanel shopping centre, fully stocked with Eau de Chanel mineral water, cocoa cookies, and even chainsaws detailed with a Chanel chain. Another was a Chanel farm, complete with a gigantic haystack and a 9-metre high barn. We've been inside a life-size aeroplane, a casino, in the aftermath of an apocalypse, surrounded by crystals, wind turbines, a feminist march, in a scene from the movie love child of Fritz Lang's Metropolis and Blade Runner, in a western, and my favourite, in a pristine and contemporary underwater wonderland. Shows have featured everything from ancient Greek gods to futuristic robots surrounded by computer servers. They've been around the world in interpretations of India, Moscow, and the ancient city of Byzantine, but usually always under the same roof of Paris's Grand Palais. Chanel runway shows have turned into global events that are keenly awaited for whatever the next extravagant set will be. Designer brands are of a different realm to the average consumer, and it would be wrong to say that the other fashion houses don't create spectacular runway shows too. But Chanel not only pioneered the theatrical set design to a new extreme, they continue to make runway shows that impress our highbrow tastes for art, while also delighting our most childish joys. In theory, it's simple. These shows are familiar to us. We know the supermarket, we've been to the Eiffel Tower, but we also know these scenes from film, television shows, and pieces of art. The mise-en-scène of these fashion shows are reminiscent of film productions, although exclusively cast by young, thin female models who subtly embody certain character types. Male models, or even special guests selected from Hollywood, are sometimes cast as extras. It starts to feel as if the fashion is just part of a grander genre, a drama, a certain mood. And it's this mood that makes them so delightful. The shows are romantic and nostalgic, and this creates what is known as existential authenticity. The shows are romantic because we're encouraged to feel emotion, sentiment, feeling, and forget about the rational responsibility and reason of the real world. It's nostalgic because the shows let us imagine and pretend, just as we did when we were children. And we therefore feel purer, more innocent, freer, and truer to ourselves than we usually are. And this is existential authenticity. And this is a very true way of feeling to exist. The shows invite us to nestle into this nostalgia and romanticism, and that's what makes them so delightful to watch. So while you can consider Chanel's fashion shows to be high art due to their aesthetic contemplation, superior craftsmanship, and elite immediate audience, it also has the appeals of low art because a mass audience can enjoy it, watch it, and get a kick out of it.